are, as founder of Moments of Mass Mindfulness, Mom, partnering with Sarah McLean's Feast for the Soul, and with Susie Vonn as well. And we're absolutely thrilled on this Saturday, day 9 of the feast, to invite to our group Lotte Mikkelsen, who is my teacher. I trained as a laughter yoga leader with Lotte, and for 48 hours we laughed ourselves into a whole new vibration. It was wonderful, and we've developed a friendship. So I'm absolutely thrilled, Lotte, that you have given your time to the feast and to us all for us to experience the vibrancy of laughter yoga. So Lotte's based in the UK. She is known as the laughter queen of the United Kingdom, and you live your talk. You have the most incredible energy. So on behalf of all of us at Feast, I'm thrilled that you're with us, and I'd like to hand over to you for a beautiful session. Thank you.
God, thank you, Sue. That was absolutely beautiful words. I hope I can live up to them. I love the energy of this group, and I love that today is Self-Care Saturday, because it ties in beautifully with what we do with laughter yoga. Because when we're laughing and we're bringing the laughter into our body. So I'm going to start a little bit backwards here with just tying in with some of the things Sue talked about. Because when we allow ourselves to really laugh, we're bringing the laughter into our body and using the diaphragm. And the diaphragm really connects in with our the calming branch of our parasympathetic nervous system as it pushes in on the vagus nerve. So it's really interesting what happens when we're laughing and how we can so nurture ourselves. And of course, it's not the only thing that happens, but I'll get back to that. But it's just about how we can find a way of really using this for the daily self-care as well. Because laughter's on everyone's lips, isn't it? So a lot of people say, why should we laugh in this way? Because some people do it in a pretend way and so on. And we're always looking for people to be real and genuine. Now, the thing about it, when we're laughing socially, often, maybe not for anybody here, because you got great laughs, I must say. But for a lot of people, the laughter we share socially is very brief, a few seconds here and there. So it's that little coming from up here, nowhere near the diaphragm and vagus nerve at all, but really coming from up here. And it doesn't give us these benefits. It doesn't give us a mood lift, really, maybe for a short while, but not the long-term one. And it doesn't give us that energy and the ability to raise our ability to fight off illness, because we're lowering stress. So we need to laugh long. And we do it with laughter yoga. We do it minimum 10 to 15 minutes. So we can do it with the laughter exercises. Now, I'm not going to talk too much, but it really is about the reasons we should do this is because we get benefits from it. And we feel so much better. And you know, when you're laughing and you're doing all this, you're gulping in all this fresh air. And one of the things about our daily life is that we often don't breathe deep enough because we have a little bit of stress. You may have a little bit of stress in your life. And when we have that stress, we don't tend to relax. We don't tend to breathe deep enough. So we have a lot of old air in our lungs. So get rid of that through laughter. Because laughter provides a great way of extending our exhalation. And I'm sure that's also some of the things, some of the techniques that you hear about with Mom and the feast and so on. So, you know, it's just so good for us. We connect. I mean, the people in this group that I've seen before, and I feel like I know you a little bit because we've been sharing laughter. And it doesn't mean every relationship is lasting, but those we make through laughter are fantastic and sharing and caring. And that's what it's about. So whenever I join these meetings and these groups, I just see these faces and think, oh, we're friends. And we can really deepen the existing relationships as well. And of course, going through life's ups and downs, it's about being resilient and resourceful. And this is what happens when you're laughing every day for that time. you start rewiring your way of thinking, your perspective on life. And isn't that really what we need to create the world that we really want, with love and care, and turning from fear to love constantly? So enough talk, how about it? Now I will be standing up, and I hope to stay in the frame here. If you are able to stand up, you're more than welcome to join me. But all the things we're doing, we can do them seated as well. And in fact, while we're just standing up, if you're standing up, I'd like you to just go up to the webcam and just do a little. We've already said hello, but just do a little. As close as you can get. Now, this is not about necessarily laughing for real, because even when you just go a ha 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 sound, lift the corners of your mouth. And when you do that, you connect in with the pleasure centers in your brain, where you start releasing these amazing chemicals, and you start feeling so much better than you may have felt before. So one of the things is, we've been up there close to the camera, and one of the things I've learned over these almost year is that we need 2 meters between us if we're going to talk without, not intentionally spitting, but spraying when we're talking. So what happens to your webcam? Imagine your webcam when you're laughing, because laughing is not just 2 meters. Laughing is 3 to 5 meters. So we need to clean our webcam, don't we, once in a while? We do it with our webcam cleaner. So up close again with a pss, pss, pss. Pss, yeah, I think that'll do.
No, I can't make it loud enough.
Pardon? Now, with health and safety, it always comes first. So health and safety is really one of the key things, and we need to make sure that we have our hand sanitizer. And this year, again, I think I've used more sanitizer in this year than I've ever done throughout my whole life. And we scrape it out with a, and then we apply it with ha 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 ha. Are you ready? And you know what? You can use this little laughter exercise every time you shower or moisturize, or use any kind of thing where you squirt it into your hand. So it's really good for us. Now, when we're laughing together, I'd love for you, if you would like to unmute yourself, because this is about seeing each other, and it's about sharing the laughter. That's where we really, really benefit. And that's where the pictures will change as well. Isn't that fantastic? So you won't just be looking at me, but we'll see everyone who's laughing. So let's give it a little bit of a go and go. I still have a few things. We need to know how we stop these laughs, yeah? Because otherwise you won't be able to hear me. So one of the things we do is the palms together, which stimulates our nerve endings, and it stimulates energy on our body. So the way we clap is with a ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, And when we're breathing like this, we're opening up our chest as well. So it's just so wonderful what we're doing. Now, laughter yoga is about also connecting with our playfulness that sometimes we forget when we grow up and become very serious adults with serious commitments and serious relationships. And serious serious wrinkles in our face, yeah. So we need to tap into the playfulness. We do it with a very good, yay! Very good, yay!
Very good, yay!
Very good, yay! Very good, yay! So, it's so wonderful to see all of you here. So now you're ready, and imagine, I mean, it's been a year different from any year we've imagined, and today is all about self-care. And imagine the self-care in just laughing at your bills, because they come no matter what, no matter how little you want them. So you're picking up this bill, and guess what? It turns out it's not even a bill. It's actually a Lotte coupon. So you're going to scratch the numbers, and you're going to go, I'm going to show you first, yeah? I'm going to show it. Let's do it. Let's do it again. So, what to do when we win the lottery? Well, maybe going on holiday, because I think a lot of people haven't been on holiday for this past year. The people I've been working with over the year at least have had to cancel their holiday on many occasions. So we're going to this beautiful place, and many of you may know it. So you know what I'm talking about when I say, when you go to Hawaii and meet people there, they're so nice. They come up to you and they go, hello. Let's do it.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
If I was, why would that?
Now, when you're breathing out, you can do it with a ha 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 ha, or simply a ha. When you do that, you have that ha sound again. And even if it feels like you're not doing it for real, you're still giving your body that ha 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 ha. That makes your mind go ha ha When you may live in a imagine when you're stepping out, the beach is there in front of you. It's beautiful, golden. This is what I imagine Hawaii to be. So you got the golden beach, the turquoise water, splish, splash, the palm trees, whoosh, whoosh, and the blue sky and sunshine. And you know, imagine you're getting there and you're kicking off your flip-flops with a big But you know what? Nothing's going to destroy our joy because we are feasting here. Feasting. So we're just going to stretch up our arms and just laugh it out. And then you breathe in, opening up like this. Breathing is so good for us, and it's easy when we're laughing. Now, in many of these resorts, at least that's what I've heard, they organize these events, and you learn a little trick at one of these events you go to on the resort, and it's a magic trick. We're going to do it together. I'll show you first. Yeah, so it goes like this: ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. You can move them back going ha ha I think some of you need to practice a little bit. Very good. You know what? Laughter brings so much life and so much joy, and what we want, doesn't it? And it's bringing happiness as well. So it's so lovely to hear you laughing and giggling and sounds we're making here when we're laughing together. So guess what? You know, for me, going back from holiday, it's going back to the UK, even though I'm from Denmark. But I live in the UK and I love it. One of the things I love about UK is that in the UK, we have all day breakfast. All day breakfast. I love it. Not at the moment so much maybe, but I love it because you come back from holiday and you go for all day breakfast and you're getting the toast out of the toaster. And I don't know about you, but for me, when I'm waiting for the toast, I know it's going to pop up. But I always get that, ooh. Guess what? We are going to be the toast, and we're going to be 2 slices here. I'll show you how to do it, and then we'll do it together. You can do it seated or standing. So it goes like this. We're doing the little, and then we're hold on. Only 2 slices. Third slice in there. One that we forgot that got stuck in there, so it's well burnt. Yeah, it takes a little bit longer to get out. Yeah, so it goes. Now, the other kind
You're
of
not too.
breakfast.
Okay, we're going to put everybody on mute just because we can't hear your instructions. So we're just going to put everybody on mute for a minute.
Finer than what our coffee grinder is.
Okay, is that better?
Sorry, Lotte, can you unmute yourself? Sorry, Lotte.
Lotte, can you unmute?
Yeah, just that's it.
I thought I just unmuted myself. Technology. Now, it's so wonderful to hear all your laughs and so on. And yeah, I can understand that, you know, sometimes you can't completely hear. Is it okay now, Sue? Okay. But you know, what I was getting to was that in the UK, these English breakfasts, you also get a cup of tea. We're going to mix it up, yeah, and I'll show you, and then we'll do it together, maybe with sound on and then turning off the sound again. So it goes like this, woo, ah, and then we're drinking, but it's tea, so it's like, yeah. So are you ready? Sound on again for a few moments, yeah. So, woo, ah. Very good, very good, yay! Very good, yay! You know what? I totally forgot that with some of these breakfasts, you also get a tiny little glass of fruit juice. I don't know if you know it, but sometimes they're just really tiny glasses. And it's almost like you're getting the fruit and the glass and it goes, ooh, ah. Yeah. So are you ready with the tiny little fruit juice glass, yeah? I know in some places they're enormous, but this one, no way. So ready? I think we can have another. Very good, very good, yay!
Very good, very good, yay!
Very good.
If we could mute ourselves again so that we could hear Lotte, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because on one side I need to talk, and on the other side I really want to hear you laughing. So there you go. But you know, the thing about laughter is fantastic. I'm going to sit down again, and you're welcome to sit down with me as well. So it's so refreshing. And one of the things about laughter is that it provides this instant facelift. If you think about it, I mean, growing older, I noticed that my skin in my face kind of goes a little bit droopier. So when I'm relaxing my face, maybe just sitting in own thoughts, it goes like, maybe not as bad as that. But so when I'm speaking with people, I'm always conscious of just smiling, because it lifts your mood, but it lifts your face instantly. So it is that instant free facelift. And if you think about it, we're toning the muscles in our face. We've been doing ha 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 hee. So always remember, if you're doing that and you're doing, for example, rolling your shoulders like ha 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 ha, that's how it goes. Yeah, go with me here. And forward with it. Always remember to finish on the backwards roll, because you don't want to finish with a face that's like, you want to finish. Now we're going to do a little exercise here where we're going to explore our social laughter. You know, the short one. And we're going to bring up to a really high crescendo of really loud laughter. Now, to do that, we need to open our mouth, otherwise the sound doesn't come out. Yeah. So I'm going to demonstrate it really, really quickly, but we'll do it slower. So slower, S-C-H-L-O-W-E-R, slower. So you do it similar to this, but just slower. So we just do it a lot longer, yeah? And what I'd like you to do is also to notice what happens to your face and your body, because when we're laughing, and even though it may start out with a which is not necessarily real, but something we pretend to put on, and you may already be laughing anyway, but so we get to a point where it's just the laughter taking over your body, and you start maybe backwards and forwards, and you're slapping your thighs. And if there's someone in the room, you may even slap them on the shoulder. I'm not suggesting hitting anybody. That's not what I mean. But you know, when we're with people and we're slapping their shoulder and slapping our thighs, and look at your face as well and see how it goes from to so we open up the face. It's really good for us. So enough talk here. There's so much amazingness to share about laughter. So so let's just do it. Are you ready? Let's get the sound back up on, if you don't mind. That'd be beautiful. Are you on? Yeah? So are you on? That's fine. So we start with a Let's do it again. And breathe out with the biggest yawn ever. Are you already tired out?
Yeah.
Laugh for about 2 minutes or so. Maybe a bit shorter, I'm not really sure. But you know, sometimes I forget that I'm a seasoned laughter. I laugh every morning for 7 o'clock to 7:10 in the morning on the phone. Just laughing at 7:10, bye-bye, hanging up. And then the day is and it's fantastic. But I sometimes forget that if you're not used to laughing for long, because we're kind of dampening our self-expression through the laughter. So we're not used to laughing for even a minute, and you've done so well. And you've done all the laughter exercise on top. So anybody having achy jaws, just feel for it. I could tell that before. And it's a good sign that you're reclaiming your face from being a fixed expression that may be slightly different, because often we choose a fixed expression that's maybe a little bit more frowny and serious. But when we choose a fixed expression, we should choose one with a smile, because it's so good for us. It's so good for us. And it encourages, when we're smiling, it actually connects in with our thymus gland that is responsible for production of lymphocytes. So this is our immune response, and this is what we need. We need the immunity, and we get that through the connection with the vagus nerve, where we relax and the response is like, all right, because we're okay. But we also with laughter get that response with immunity and with motivation and with love as well. So I think there's so much to gain from having a daily laughter practice. You're more than welcome to write to Sue or to the feast or to the Feast for the Soul is amazing as well, and Mom is fantastic. So there are so many people here who really know what they're doing with the health benefits of every practice there is, and I just love laughter, and you are amazing here. Let's just do a little. And just take that deep breath again. And as you breathe in, just stretch a little bit. Stretching for our circulation and mobility and flexibility. Just roll it out. Wiggle a little bit. And then when you've yawned it out, you can always go back to. I think I'm out of time or something, am I? I'm not really sure.
Lotte, you're not out of time, but I would ask if everybody could, maybe a couple more exercises, and people could just mute themselves so we can hear a couple more.
Okay, fantastic. I've got a few that are really essential, and I do them in the morning. I'll just wait. Is everybody on mute now?
They could mute themselves. Wonderful.
Okay. Do I need to unmute? No. Yes. Do you know, one of the things about practicing laughter yoga, because I come from a very serious background in corporate technology and so on, so learning to laugh at myself was a really key thing, and it's about taking ourselves less seriously, isn't it? Even if we are serious people, we can take ourselves less seriously. So one of the things I do in the morning when I wake up, I don't know, a lot of people go to the bathroom first thing, maybe passing a mirror, just look in the mirror and go, even if you just go, ha, 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 at yourself, thumbs to yourself, ha, ha, ha. I guarantee you, it's the first step to start shifting your biochemistry. Because by the time you leave the bathroom again, look in the mirror again and give yourself thumbs up. So let's just laugh at ourselves first, with ourselves. And very good, very good. Yay! Yay. Very good, very good. Yay. And just relax. I think we should take a breath, yeah? So are you ready? And just as a little trick here as well, which is really, really nice, because if you're sat in a chair and you feel it, you're sat there relaxing, you can very, very easily just do a little breathing exercise. So many people suffer from cold hands and feet as well, and that's where it ties in with that. In addition to just making you feel good, so you close your hands with an in breath, and when you breathe out, you do it with a. And if you're too self-conscious, if you're sat around with a lot of family, you can do it very discreetly and just sitting with your arms on the armrest and just go. No one is going to notice, I promise you. And even if they do, there's a topic for conversation. Now you can do the same with just flicking your feet up and down if they are, if you do suffer from cold hands and feet. It's a really good way to help your blood circulation as well. So you flick them up and down with flicking them up with in-breath and relaxing them down with You can't see my feet, of course, but I hope you know what I mean. Exercise is actually not stolen in a bad way, but taken from chair yoga. So it's really beneficial. I just added the laughter because that for me is what's so good for us. So just relax for a moment. And just take a deep, deep breath in and just notice how you feel. And just notice how you feel. You may want to close your eyes for a moment. And notice how your body feels after you've been laughing. Are there any aches or pains that weren't there before? I hope not. And if they are, maybe it's just little pockets of muscles that have been toned and exercised. Just notice and allow your breath to go deep, deep into your body. And maybe notice that your breath is deeper than it was before you were laughing. Maybe your shoulders roll back a little bit further when you're doing the little oh, your shoulders. Just relax. Breathe out and in your own pace. Don't length of breath. And when you're ready, just open your eyes again and just look in the camera and see the faces around you. And all these smiley faces. Well, it requires you to have a smile on your face to see the smiles. And just check in how you feel and how amazing it is to be sharing laughter and smiles, and how wonderful it is in connecting, but also in connecting in with ourselves, because this is about self-care. And when we care about ourselves and care for ourselves and really look after and nurture our physical and our mental and our emotional health and well-being and our soul, it's one of the highest frequency energies is laughter. It's amazing how it just raises our vibration. So thank you so much for laughing along. It got all serious. Thank you so much.
Lotte, that was wonderful. And before we stop the live stream, would you just say out loud, please, your website so people can find the way to you if they're watching the live stream?
Absolutely. My website is www.unitedmind.co.uk. And well, if people, my email address is lotte@unitedmind.co.uk. But it's also easier with info@unitedmind.co.uk. I think that's overkill.
So that's unitedmind.co.uk. United Mind. And what a beautiful website name, because that's what we're doing. We're uniting, aren't we? Ourselves, our mind, our body, our physical well-being, our emotional and physical. So I wonder if we could please stop the live stream now. And